In a world where everyone is trying to prove how much they know, the truly wise quietly study, silently observe, and calmly understand everything happening around them. They don't shout their intelligence, they protect it. They don't react loudly, they respond thoughtfully. This video explores a simple yet powerful principle: be sharp enough to notice everything, but mature enough to act like you know nothing. This is not weakness, this is wisdom. It protects your peace, your dignity, and your relationships while giving you the clarity to deal with people and situations gracefully. If you're tired of misunderstandings, if people take advantage of your honesty, if you feel that reacting too quickly often creates more problems in your life, then this video will solve that problem. Today, we will understand how a quiet mind and a calm attitude can save you from unnecessary drama, wasted arguments, and emotional exhaustion. Awareness is one of the most powerful qualities a person can possess. Because when you are aware, you see people clearly, you read situations correctly, and you understand intentions long before they become obvious to others. Awareness helps you recognize what is real and what is pretended, who is genuine and who is acting, what is said and what is unsaid. But awareness reaches its highest strength only when it is combined with silence. When you know something but choose not to reveal it immediately, you are not suppressing your intelligence, you are using it wisely. Most people lose battles, not because they are weak, but because they speak too early. They reveal their thoughts, their doubts, their plans, and their emotions before the right time. They try to prove they understood something, but in that rush, they lose control of the situation. The silence allows you to keep your advantage. It gives you space to think clearly, to observe without disturbance, and to respond instead of reacting. When you stay silent, you can see how others behave when they think. You are unaware. You learn truths that cannot be learned through questioning, only through watching. Awareness paired with silence becomes a powerful shield. When you notice everything but act like you know nothing, people become comfortable around you. They drop their guards. They reveal their true nature. You begin to understand their intentions, their insecurities, their strengths, and their weaknesses without them realizing it. This understanding gives you clarity on how to deal with them wisely. Silence also protects your relationships. Not every mistake needs exposure. Not every flaw needs highlighting. Not every intention needs confrontation. There is deep strength in knowing something yet choosing not to react immediately. Silence does not mean ignorance. It means you value peace over ego, understanding over argument, and timing over impulse. The one who can remain calm while fully aware is always in control. Because when you speak only after thinking, when you reveal only what is necessary, and when you act only when it is meaningful, your words carry weight, your actions carry impact, and your presence carries wisdom. Awareness gives you understanding, but silence gives you power. The world notices loudness, but it respects calmness. Those who see everything silently learn more than those who react quickly. And when you develop this skill, you start navigating life with a quiet intelligence that protects your heart, your dignity, and your direction. When you truly observe, you begin to notice what people say, importantly, what they don't say. You start seeing patterns in their behavior, understanding their moods, and recognizing the hidden motivations behind their actions. Most people live life reacting to what is visible, judging by appearances or surface words. But when you watch carefully, you discover layers that remain invisible to others. Every gesture, pause, expression, and tone carries meaning. A wise observer notices these details and pieces together the full story. This ability gives you an edge, not to manipulate others, but to respond with clarity, empathy, and wisdom. It allows you to choose your battles, avoid unnecessary conflicts, and support those who need guidance without being drawn into unnecessary drama. Observation also reveals opportunities that others miss. While some people rush into situations reacting emotionally, the one who watches quietly understands timing, strategy, and intention. Deep observation transforms knowledge into understanding, and understanding transforms reaction into wisdom. By learning to observe first and speak later, you position yourself as someone who sees the truth without needing to prove it. People are naturally drawn to such presence because it is calm, grounded, and trustworthy. You begin to understand human nature not through argument or confrontation, but through quiet, consistent attention, which becomes one of the most valuable skills in life. Pretending to know less than you do is not about deception. It is about protecting your peace and your relationships. When you act overly knowledgeable or quick to correct, you invite unnecessary conflict. Most arguments are born not from truth, but from ego, both yours and others. By choosing to act like you know nothing, you remove the fuel from the fire. People feel less threatened, your environment remains calmer, and you gain time to think before responding. This approach does not make you weak. It makes you strategic. It prevents misunderstandings, avoids wasted energy, and allows you to decide the right moment to speak. Acting uninformed also helps you learn more. Because when people believe you don't know everything, they share insights, teach lessons, and reveal perspectives that would otherwise be hidden. Humility in action creates trust, diffuses tension, and strengthens influence without force. True wisdom does not announce itself. It observes, listens, and acts only when necessary. Humility is the vessel that allows awareness, observation, and discretion to flourish. When you combine keen perception with humility, you attract people who are genuine, access knowledge that is otherwise hidden, and you gain respect without demanding it. Humility does not make you small, it makes you approachable, strategic, and impactful. People naturally share their truth with those who are patient and non-judgmental. Leaders, thinkers, and influential individuals often operate in silence because they understand that humility protects insight, nurtures growth, and ultimately transforms the person who practices it consistently. Life often rewards those who see more than they speak and understand more than they show. The true strength is not in proving that you know everything, but in noticing everything quietly while remaining calm, humble, and patient. When you learn to observe deeply, act thoughtfully, and speak only when necessary, you protect your peace, your relationships, and your clarity. The world may rush, argue, and react impulsively, but you, by choosing awareness over noise and humility over ego, move with quiet intelligence. Remember, wisdom grows in silence, strength grows in patience. Respect grows when you act with understanding rather than reaction. Start today by noticing more, reacting less, and holding your knowledge like a treasure, letting it guide you rather than display itself, and watch how life begins to unfold with more calm, more clarity, and more meaningful connection.